Moment of truth. I need to read that again. Can I undo? I never had a captured general. Must be a new event. 17 dead. We killed 13 on our turn. I confirmed it with our opponent. Problem is orders right now. All right, pop up is this guy has been captured. Cannot be governor, general, or in the council. Cannot be a courtier. Doesn't say anything about them being an agent though. He won't like us very much. Sure. Think about that in a minute. All right, what else happened? Families do not like us. Minus lots of stats. Another rebel has spawned. Great. And pillaged a valuable building. I love the rebel mechanic. Makes the game a lot more fun for sure. So stupid. Cities are unhappy. I know, I'm desperately trying to deal with that. They're spawning rebels. Great, great. Sure, that won't be important. We're fighting a war. Alright, so what did we lose in all? Polybolus. 2, 3... Okay. 1 polybolus, 1 crossbow, 1 horseman, 1 spearman, 2nd polybolus, 2nd spearman, 2nd horseman, 3rd spearman, 1 Hestasis, 3rd polybolus, 3rd horseman, 4th polybolus, 5th, 6th. We lost 6. Where's the new one that just created this turn? Here. Okay. I have no idea if this is something we can recover from or not. Or continue to push into or not, rather, is probably a better way of putting that. Alright, we could get honey back to this family. It might be relevant. We're at a breakpoint at minus 96 anyways. A lot of our horse archers survived. It's kind of unexpected. It's nice. And the crossbows actually have a chance versus these units. And we did hold back that initial wave of crossbows, which seems good. Although that is a lot of cataphracts. How many cataphracts does my opponent have somehow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cataphracts. That's miserable. Another general crippled. Spymaster finished. All right. What does this look like? First question is, how do I cheaply kill that? Do I need to waste an entire attack on that? Cleave would do it, right? Do these things cleave? No. not going to have any axes. I will have some spears. The pierce will do it too, but there's no pierce attack. I'd have to pierce from that tile. It's going to be another friggin' brain power for Day's turn. Alright, there are units inside of range of my... That will do it too. The AoE off of this. Alright, there's only one of these in range, this one. Not exactly awe-inspiring damage, but okay. Not even sure that's the right one to do it with. Alright, how much damage do our spears do to these? 1.5. Nice anti-horse unit. And our crossbows, which are anti-melee. Got a wardened crossbow there. A horse-baned crossbow here. Those are much better damage. Being bothered over here. I mean, that was what we wanted for the first round of attacks, was clearing out most of these catapult things. I just don't know if we're going to have enough orders to follow this up. Orders is going to disappear like immediately. We've got a bunch banked, but not an infinite number banked. I don't really want to stop the production front, but I'm going to have to until this cleans out a little bit. Since when can builders be spies? What? Governor or Chancellor? Rhea them. Oh, it's... I see. It's one of the courtiers ignoring the general rules of that. The Mason. Kind of a bummer. We've got an Orator giving us absolutely 0 bonuses. I wasn't able to pillage those forts, right? Even though I was trying to. They definitely need to be pillaged. Alright, so how many crossbows are we working with? I mean, supposedly a lot. Are they close? Somewhat. Feels like this cluster is pretty weak and ought to be able to die. It's a Horsebane General one. Seems good for 4. That one cannot reach. That one can't really reach either. So this is my furthest back one that can do something. Can get all the way over there too. Anti-melee, same damage, sadly. None of it's going to be my terrain unless I do something fancy with workers, which probably isn't worth it. And how much does my horse do to those? Did I not get another horse? 2 horse archers. I'm basically out of horses. This is my only horse right now. 1.5. Okay, but that does mean we can hit that back one. Since the half damage matters. And we slam 2 crossbows into this. Although, yeah, okay. Better to do there with the pierce. Critical. Did it say it was going to critical? I don't know if we have that setting on or not. Didn't it? I think that was an independent critical. I think the second half crit. Didn't know I could do that. Alright, we're going to need both these tiles anyways to get the horse through. Problem is I don't know what I want to do with this horse unit yet. I think it wants to be there. This unit. To there, maybe. Alright, where's this crossbow coming from here? Where's the horse coming from? There. Why is it not dying? We just did 2 damage. Why did my math not add up when we checked it ahead of time? Even before that move with the siege shot, right? So our damage was 1/2 off splash. That makes 2. This crossbow must have been a wounded crossbow. Must have been the issue with unhappy family crossbow. This one does 4. So it leaves it at 4. So the next one needs to do 4. And this one does 3.5. So it has to be this family crossbow to make that work. Okay, that's fine. So we can redo these then up until the last one. So that's the one we can't use. It's got to be this one. Then it's the horse. This does 2, so that one will do enough on its own. Nice to use closer ones. That one can no longer get in range. It's going to have to come in there after. So another crossbow over here we'd like to use, not really. So is it one more order for some extra damage there? Wonder how much it is. Presumably 50% of that, so it's doing 4, so it should do 2. Does 2 change anything? 2 and 2 is 4. It's at 5.5. We have to do 1.5. It's 1. What does a Hestastus do to it? That would do 2. So that's enough, right? So if we go here, shoot, which needs to do 2. To there. Hit through there. Third of my order's gone. All right, I'm expecting to want to do this. Is priority number 1 killing these? We need to do 3.5 there. It's kind of sad how little damage those units do. 3.5, I said. Could be 2 spears. Might be the time to do that. I'm sure I have 2 spears I can reach there. That one can. That will do 2. That's not useless. And then another spear here. Haven't committed the polybolus yet. That needs to die. How do we kill that? This die is going there. Is it worth it? Is it at 3.5? He's at 1.5. Does 1. It's not quite there. It's a hill promoted one. Horsebane and hill should be identical here. Both the same family too. So I would like a hill promoted attack there. Just have to get another archer in. From where though? How low will this put it if we bring this in there and hit the other, hit this one? Should do half that. Why am I shooting a melee unit with this? Just because of pure combat strength, huh? Into urban 50%, not bad either. The other treb fire yet? Can only hit this stuff though. We need to do 4 to that to take that tile. How do I do that? I have a Horsebane one. Can it get there? Can, and it does 3.5, leaving it at 3.5, which is it at 1. It's annoying. So this really wants to happen. How do I get that last little bit of damage? Punch through this to get out on the other side, I guess. All right, how do we do that? Or I could ignore it and go over here instead. How much is this? 3.5, leaves it at 4.5. And how much was this attack? Enough. Urban promoted crossbow here. I would like to use this. I don't know if it wants to be applied to that or not. Hill. Urban there as well. Is at 2.5. Does 2. Really? That's not the urban promoted one. That's anti-range. We have a hill one. That's a hill. That'll leave it at 2. That will do it. Going to do 4 to that. It's crazy how bad these melee have been. So weird too. I feel like they should have been decent, but they haven't been at all. Could be horse archers. Two horse archers will do it. Anything that does more than 2 damage here. 2.5. 2 from a spear. Kind of good to use these spears. Four actions to do that though. If only you were doing your job. If only my families weren't just absolutely pissed off for no fucking reason this entire game. It's frustrating. Wish you could actually influence happiness outside of religion. You can't. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna leave way too much of this stuff alive. All Alright, so we do 2 with the spear, 2 with this unit, no matter where. Not quite in range. Not quite in range. Have to do 4. It's 3.5. Up both them, huh? Oof. Killing these is still pretty valuable. That one's not even set up, so we can ignore that one. This one is. We'd like to kill that. Let's do just a little tiny bit more damage there. I'm not sure what that looks like right now. We'd had one more turn to save up orders. I feel like this would be such a different thing, but we didn't. Three and a half. We can get some damage here though. What is it, this guy? Sitting there with Horsebane. It's an older unit though. Becomes incubated or becomes miserable. He's not a leader. So I guess he becomes miserable. There, by 2. 1. Wait, we couldn't have done it without it, right? We required the extra hit. Yeah, sadly. Need 2.5 to kill that. How much damage? 2. That one's Horsebane. That will do 2.5. I want to spend 4 to get another kill here. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that thinned out those numbers, but still a lot of guys left. And that's no movement for us at all. Captured general. I need these units to the front. I don't even know if that was good. I mean, we did a lot of damage, but I don't know if it was good. Comes capture, cannot marry, cannot have children, excluded from the succession, cannot be a governor general or the council, cannot be a courtier. Let's see if this is true. We do not bend to demands. 900 gold doesn't seem like a lot. I don't know what the downsides of this are. I just want to see if he can become a general. So let's say we do, or not a general, a agent. Hostis of Aquilia. Yeah, he's definitely not on this list, is he? And he was before? Mm-hmm. So the tooltip's not quite right. Can't become an agent either. Lined up on flat ground, in range of a bunch of siege engines with a bunch of cleanup units around. It's going to be nasty. Worth buying in order to do damage there right now? I don't know. Like I've got like 3 units in range that can attack these. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 for 3. So I have to do 5.5 still. There's no way we can do that with this. Need better units. Do I move these forward? These are the units I need. Maybe this has to be a horse. Do we have to wait 2 turns to get this horse in range? This was the problem with committing so many horses last turn. It's the turn after that you suffer. All right, is there anything we can do? Oh my god, we have some things we haven't done at all. I have to do this. Forgot all about it. I think we'll pay this. Hate that we're not moving these units. This might have to be a horse. One turn crossbow seems okay. Although maybe we want the polybolus here and the crossbow here. They're the same speed though, right? For some reason polyboluses move at speed 2. So maybe not. Could get a straight legionary here. They don't seem as useful to me. What are we missing for the crossbow? Wood? $100 experience here for that. 100 experience for the polybolus. All right, we'll grab that there. And what's this one building? This one is not building the crossbow. 170 for either. This gets rushed. Horse there, polybolus there, crossbow there, polybolus there. Do we need another crossbow? Maybe the one-turn crossbow is better here. Okay. All right, I guess that's our turn. I would like to fight with the rest of my army, but orders. Let's send it back and see how brutal it's going to be.